Last Sunday, we were reminded what the Apostle Paul says in Galatians chapter 5, verse 6. But the only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. And we continued to briefly examine love, and we took a look at what faith is. And when we looked at love, though, we defined it. And we defined it in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, which tells us that love is patient, love is kind, and goes on to list many other things of value. But what I want to share with you today is the one that I felt like I kind of got stuck on when I read it. I kind of thought about it. What exactly is Paul trying to say here? And that is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6, when he says this: love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. And I thought about that, and does anybody really rejoice or delight in evil? I mean, I guess there are people that do, but I mean, that sounds a little extreme to me. Most people I know, people that you know, don't rejoice in evil, for the most part. And then it hit me. The evil that Paul may be talking about here just might not be so obvious. It might be an evil that you and I find a little bit fulfilling. You see, it's the but. It's the but that makes all of this click in my mind. And what I mean by that is this. Paul says love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. And by being written that way, being spoken that way, it indicates to me that evil is untruthful. Evil is dishonesty. Evil is deception. Evil, Paul says, love has absolutely nothing to do with lying. Love, then, is honest with others. Love is honest with yourself, and love is honest with God. And that's a gut check right here. For if I'm rejoicing in evil, maybe what he's talking about, or really what he is talking about, is, am I deceptive? I have to ask myself that question. Am I dishonest? Am I dishonest with God, with others, and equally important, myself? For faith expressing itself through love is being honest with your words, with our dealings, with our actions, with our life. This is what God wants for you and for me. It's what he wants for your life and what he wants for mine. I mean, think about it this way. When Paul says love rejoices with the truth, rejoicing in truth is a celebration. And we do celebrate rejoicing in truth. How can I be so sure? Because Jesus says this in John 8:32, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Rejoicing in the truth and being set free in the truth. Well, anytime anybody's set free, that's a celebration. Emancipation from being bound is rejoicing. That is celebration. I'll give you two quick examples that you and I are very familiar with. As a nation, we celebrate July 4th as Independence Day from an oppressive king in an oppressive nation. And we celebrate that all the time. We're like, yeah, that's fantastic. We celebrate as a nation Juneteenth, the abolition of slavery, people being set free. Both scenarios are reasons to rejoice and to celebrate. Now it makes more sense when Paul says, love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth, because truth sets people free. For the rejoicing in truth, it sets you free, me free. Your emancipation when you love others is rooted in honesty with yourself, with others, and honesty with God. And when we are honest with God and we confess our wrongdoings, essentially just coming clean, going, God, you're God, I'm not, you're perfect, I'm not, and here's where I messed up, he forgives us of our sin and sets us free. When we're honest with ourselves, it gives us opportunity to grow. And when we're honest with others, it gives opportunity for the relationship to grow in depth. You see, faith expressing itself through love is rejoicing in honesty. And my friends, today, take a look at your own life. Where do you need to be more honest with yourself? Where do you need to be more honest with God? And maybe where do you need to be more honest with those you interact with day in and day out? For there is freedom in honesty. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth.